In today's Wednesday worship workshop, we're going to look at some 4-note chords, which are called 7th chords. When we play basic chords on the guitar, they're made up of 3 different notes. So when we play a C chord, it's got the notes C, E and G. So from our C scale, from our alphabet, we get C is the first note, C, D, E is the third note, E, F, G is the 5th note. We kind of take alternate notes from the scale. First note, miss a note, third note, miss a note, 5th note. So C, E and G. When we play our C chord on the guitar, you might think, well, we're playing 5 strings though. That's because there's a C, an E, a G, then we get another C and another E. So when we play our C chord, we've got 2 C's, 2 E's and 1 G. So they're 3-note chords, they're called triads. We're going to look at adding a 4th note into the chord now, and this is what's called a 7th chord. If we take our C as an example, we're going to add the next alternate note from the alphabet, from the musical alphabet. So we've got C, D, E, F, G, A, B is the 7th note. So if we take our C major chord and we add a B note into it, that makes it a C major 7th, written as C Maj 7, M-A-J 7. So how do we do that? Well, it's really easy actually. You just take this index finger off. I've got my cap on at the moment, let's pretend that I haven't. So that's the B string. So into our C chord, C, E, G, B, we've now added a new note. When I play my C chord, it sounds like that. If I take that finger off, can you hear it's got a slightly different sound? It's the same chord, but it's got an extra note in it. It's now a 4-note chord. And it gives it a slightly mellow, kind of jazzier sort of sound. So that's why sometimes songwriters use 7th chords, because they've got an extra note and they've got this slightly jazzier kind of sound in them. Most 7th chords on the guitar are easier to play than non-7th chords, because like in that case, it's 1 less finger. We're going to have a look at a few 7th chords and then we'll try some out in a song to see how they sound within the song. So in the song we're going to have that C major 7 chords. That's just C with the index finger taken off. We're also going to have an F major 7 chord. I don't know how you get on with the F chord. If you're kind of new to the guitar, the F chord's quite hard because that index finger's flat, holding 2 strings, then fingers 2 and 3 are upright. So a lot of people find that chord quite difficult to get a good sound on for quite a long time. Now the nice thing with F major 7 is that this index finger stays upright, leaving that E string open. So it's actually easier to play than F. And quite a lot of the time you can play F major 7 instead of F and it sound okay. So we've got C major 7, we've got F major 7. Both those are easier to play than the non-7th chords. We're going to play a song in a minute. It's also got an A minor 7 as well. There's A minor. The 7th note on the A minor is going to be a G note. A, B, C, D, E, F, G is the 7th note. So in order to do that, we take our 3rd finger off. So we get A minor with a hole in the middle, called A minor 7. There's A minor. Here's A minor 7. Again, it's got a slightly different sound because of having that 7th note in the chord. The song we're going to look at has got one more 7th chord. It's got an E7. So we go to an E chord. Again, like we did on the A minor, we take our 3rd finger off, giving us an E with the hole in the middle. And that one's called E7. We're going to look at the Mar Edmund song, Face Down, and it's got these 4 7th chords. E7, C major 7, F major 7, and A minor 7. We're just going to do one more thing as well. On the D chord, instead of playing the regular 3-fingered D, we're going to take that 2nd finger off, and leaving the E E string open. That's not a 7th chord, it's called D sus2, but it just gives you a slightly different sound on the D chord. So let's give this song a try. 3, 4. Welcomed into the courts of the King, I've been ushered into your presence. Lord, I stand on your merciful ground, yet with every step tread with reverence. Welcomed into the courts of the King, I've been ushered into your presence. Lord, I stand on your merciful ground, yet with every step tread with reverence. I fall face down as your glory shines around. Yes, I fall face down as your glory shines around. Who is there in the heavens like you, and upon the earth who's your equal? You're far above, you're the highest of heights, and I'm bowing down to exalt you. And I fall face down as your glory shines around. Yes, I fall face down as your glory shines around. Have a go at that song. Get used to using those 7th chords and look out some other songs with 7th chords in. Remember, it's a basic chord just with an extra note, but they give a slightly richer sound to the chords. So start getting to know your 7th chords. If you're interested in learning more, I've created a free 3-part worship guitar mini-series. To get instant access to this in your inbox, click the link below. Alternatively, if you're interested in receiving full and instant access to one of my online beginners worship guitar courses, or you'd like more information about how to join one of my live face-to-face courses here in London, you can also find that information below.